Do you ever struggle with a sense of confusion and disorientation? And I'm not talking about the type that would raise a doctor's eyebrows, resulting from changes to your physical or mental health. Instead, I'm talking about those times when life doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense, and the direction of one's life isn't as clear as it used to be. If so, don't worry, you're not alone. In fact, I think that most of us feel that way at times. Hello, I'm Eric Stensland. Welcome to another episode of Beneath the Surface. If you've seen my previous episodes, you'll know that we've been listening to the audio version of my book, Whispers in the Wilderness. Recently, I've been alternating the episodes between listening to the audiobook and me speaking about new subjects. I've also switched to releasing just one episode a week, usually on Friday afternoons. I'm trying different things to try and find out what you will find most beneficial, and also to try and figure out how to balance the production of these episodes with the rest of my schedule. Well, today I'm going to try another change. Instead of listening to the beautifully crafted audiobook, which you can purchase wherever audiobooks are sold, I'm going to instead today read a passage myself to see if you prefer this approach over listening to the audiobook. Please let me know in the comments which approach you prefer and any other thoughts you have about these videos. I want to make them as beneficial as possible. Today we're going to be talking about the idea of mystery and how so much of our life seems wrapped up in it. Why don't we begin with me reading the passage about it from my book, Whispers in the Wilderness. Mystery. Much of the time, I walk in the fog, uncertain of where I am, unsure if I'm headed in the right direction or even moving at all. The dark clouds swirl in front of my face, leaving me nearly blind. But every once in a while, when I stop striving and simply sit in the stillness, a small window in the clouds seems to open for a moment, giving me a glimpse of where I am and where I need to head. It all becomes so clear. My heart fills with a deep sense of peace, and a weight I didn't even know was there falls away. Oh, how I long to hold on to this moment, to always see things with clarity. However, the clouds soon move back in, and I am tempted to doubt whether I actually saw anything at all. Yet somewhere deep down, I know that I glimpsed my destination. In the darkness, I begin to wonder, why are we forced to live in such mystery? Could there be more to it than just some unavoidable frustration? Is it possible that mystery is somehow an essential component in our formation, in our journey through life? If there is a chance this is true, then let us wholeheartedly embrace the often uncomfortable mystery of life and let it work its good into us. I always imagined that as I grew older that I would see everything with greater clarity and less confusion. Yet what I found is that the fog doesn't clear out much more than it did when I was young. The difference, however, is I have grown accustomed to the fog and come to expect it. Instead of seeing it as a hindrance, I see it as something that is essential to this landscape of life. Much like when I hike in certain parts of the world, you just know that when you head down into the valley that you will be entering a thick fog. There's just no way around it unless I stayed back on the mountain. Yet if I did that, I would never progress. Life then becomes a learning to keep our wits and to keep heading towards a destination we saw while we were up on the mountain. Yes, we can't be sure we're headed in exactly the right way. We have to stop and pay attention to that inner voice and then make our best guess as to where we need to be heading. I still don't know the purpose behind this inability to always see with clarity, but I've come to embrace it. Perhaps it is teaching me to slow down and listen more closely to that gentle whisper within. Perhaps it is teaching me to find peace beyond the circumstances. I'm not entirely sure of its purpose, but I am entirely sure that it is an essential part of our journey.